So hi, Will and the Good Noise Podcast are here with Delyn from Yellow Sweater. We're going to ask him some questions today. I'm going to start. What made you guys reimagine Easy out of all the tracks you could have?
Well, okay, so I think I said in the last interview, but Easy was I wrote it after my great grandfather had passed away last year.
Mm.
And so my great grandmother lives with us, and so she had never heard the song because I thought it was too heavy for her to listen to.
Mm.
So it was her Christmas gift. I kind of rewrote it for her.
Oh, cool.
So it actually had nothing to do with like because I know how like a bunch of bands are doing like acoustic stuff for quarantine. It didn't have anything to do with quarantine.
Okay.
So it was so it was just softer for my great grandma.
Okay. And you're just like, let's do it. All right.
Yeah, it sounded good, so I kept it.
Yeah.
And why'd you decide to name it Watered Down instead of like Reimagine? Because I've never seen a band call it like Watered Down.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, okay, so I was using a chorus pedal on the guitar, and it just had such like a watery effect to me.
Okay.
I don't know. It just sounded like it was underwater, and I was like, you know what? Watered down makes it sound softer. I don't know.
It does.
It was interesting. Yeah.
So, how do you feel about the response you got to the acoustic version or watered down version?
People like it. It's a theme with a lot of music coming out right now. A lot of it's just soft stuff and like nobody. I mean, I guess because nobody can really get into a studio to record right now, so it's like a lot of the stuff coming out is acoustic and slowed down and stuff. So a lot of people liked it, especially a song like that where it's one of my faster songs, and so it's gotten a really good response. People are really liking it, which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about doing any other reimagined versions now that you've gotten like this out there and the response to it and whatnot?
I was considering it. I might I've been considering just like fucking around with stuff and like maybe creation or something like some of my heavier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing if I could just slow it down and like turn it into acoustic. I think that'd be cool.
So like maybe a reimagined EP or something is a thought. Maybe?
Dude, that would be a good idea.
That'd be sick.
Idea. I might look into that.
All right.
So, what was it like switching a harder, faster song into an acoustic slow song?
It was weird. The main thing for me was like the tempo change. It was a little different, but it was like just slightly slower. And it made it almost like a minute longer. It was weird too. Just the whole vibe of it was different, and I had to like really readjust, like the way I was singing and the way I was like how hard I was playing the instruments and stuff. So it was weird. It was definitely a different vibe recording it than it was the first time.
Yeah,
for sure.
So we might have asked you this last time that we spoke, but are you working on any other projects that you might be able to tell us about?
Well, so the next album, obviously, I decided to pretty much rewrite a lot of the songs that are on it.
Ooh.
So it's a much different vibe now than what it would have been.
Okay.
So I'm actually happy with it. It's kind of like a mixture of like Remo Drive's new album and then Skeggs. I don't know if you've ever listened to Skeggs, but it's sort of like a crossbreed between those two, and it's cool the way I have it right now. So it's going good with that. I am writing a couple songs with some friends of mine. A lot more like indie type stuff because that's what they're into. They're indie kids. So, but it's going pretty good with that. They're really talented. We got piano, some synthy stuff. It's cool. It's cool. I'm really digging it.
All right, that's exciting. Very
Sick.
excited for all that.
Yeah. I actually want to ask one more thing. A lot of bands that we've been seeing on the timeline, because as you mentioned, a lot of people are doing like acoustic versions and whatever. Some bands are actually doing covers. Are you thinking of? Do you have any like songs that you're looking out for if you were to cover a song?
That's a good question because like I haven't considered really covers. But I know like Adam and I were talking about like covering some Misfits songs.
Ooh.
Just for the hell of it, like just to try. But like an acoustic Misfits cover would be interesting.
Definitely.
So we might try that. I might look into that because that'd be cool too.
Yeah,
it would be.
Lots of ideas being thrown around. Love to see it. All right. Well, that's all the questions we have. Is there anything you would like to plug?
No, just the Bandcamp and stuff. It's all in our bios and stuff for Yellow Sweater. Be on the lookout for the music, like I said, like that I'm recording with my friends, because I'll probably end up plugging in on Yellow Sweater stuff.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting.
All right.
Sick.
Well, thanks again for sitting down with us. It's always fun having you on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this has been Delyn from Yellow Sweater, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.